Children between age 2 and age 3 is an exciting one. Toddlers starts to realize that they are separate individuals from their parents. It means that they are driven to assert themselves, to communicate their likes and dislikes, and to act independently as much as they can. They are also at the stage of developing language skills that may help them express their ideas, wants, and needs. At the same time, toddlers do not understand logic and still have a hard time with waiting and self-control. In a nutshell, 2-year-olds want what they want and when they want it. This is why you may be hearing things like no and me do it and no diaper change more than ever before. As a parent, it's your job to help your toddler navigate the tide of strong emotions they are experiencing. It's a big task as the emotional lives of toddlers are complex. During this stage they will begin to experience feelings like pride, shame, guilt, and embarrassment for the first time. Older toddlers are a lot like teenagers. Their feelings may swing wildly from moment to moment. They may be joyful when getting a popsicle and then despair when it drips on their hands. So toddlers really need your loving guidance to figure out how to cope with their emotions. Your child is struggling with this when they have a meltdown when you can't understand their words. They say no when they mean yes, although you may be offering them a favorite treat. They get so angry that they might throw a toy. They cannot settle for a substitute. For instance, if the purple pajamas are in the wash, they are so inconsolable even though you may offer the pink ones, the polka dot ones, the ones with the cupcake patch on the front, etc. They act out when frustrated, will give up or get angry when they can't figure out how to make the jack-in-the-box work. Your child is learning to manage strong feelings when he uses words or actions to get your attention or ask for help. Talks to themselves in a reassuring way when they are frustrated or frightened. For example, they might be saying to themselves, "Daddy, Mommy will come back," after you drop them off at childcare. Uses words like "I'm mad" rather than throwing or hitting. Tells you the rules or shows that they feel badly about breaking rules. For example, your child might say no to themselves as they do something off limits, like opening the fridge. When you see challenging behavior, it usually means that your child can't figure out how to express her feelings in an acceptable way or doesn't know how to get a need met. What helps your child learn is when your response shows them a different and more constructive way to handle these feelings. Learning to cope with strong feelings usually happens naturally as children develop better language skills in their 3rd year and have more experience with peers, handling disappointment, and following rules. Although children won't completely master self-control until they are school age. Here are some ideas to help your toddler begin to learn this important skill. Talk about feelings and how to cope. For instance, read books and notice aloud how the characters are feeling. The dog is really happy that he got a bone. And share your own feelings. "I just spilled the juice. I feel really frustrated. Will you help me wipe it up? Wow, it feels so good to have your help." When your child can label how they are feeling, it helps them gain control over their emotions and communicate them to others. Once your child has named their feelings, you can suggest what they might do to feel better or solve the problem. This helps them learn what to do in future when they face similar challenge. For example, if he is sad because his grandparents just left after a 2-week visit, you can suggest looking at photos of them or drawing them a picture. Also, young children need guidance when it comes to figuring out how to deal with big feelings like anger, sadness, and frustration. So when your child is really angry, validate what they are experiencing. "You are really angry right now because I said no more cartoon." Then suggest them to jump up and down, hit the sofa cushions, cuddle up in a cozy area for alone time, paint an angry picture or some other strategy that would be appropriate. Here, what's really important is to teach your child that there are many options for expressing his feelings in healthy, non-hurtful ways. Also, empathize with your child. It's okay to let them know that you understand the choices they are being offered are not the ones they want. "We have to leave now to go to Grandpa's house. I know you want to stay home with Daddy. You miss me and I miss you during the day. But staying home is not a good choice. Daddy has to go to work. But when we get home, on the way back home we'll have ice cream. Do you want to get into the car seat yourself or do you want me to put you in? Likewise, give your child a visual aid to make waiting easier. If your child has to wait until their meal has cooled down, show him the steam rising from the bowl. Tell them that when the steam goes away, you can test the meal on a spoon to see if it is cool enough. Timers are also great tools for helping children learn to share. Give them each a few minutes, using the timer, to play with a toy they want, like the shiny new tricycle parked out back. It's also helpful to state the obvious: it's hard to wait sometimes, isn't it? Let your child make choices appropriate to their age. For instance, what to wear. Perhaps offer 2 choices, and what to eat within reason, what to play, with whom to play. This gives them feeling of control and supports their growing confidence and sense of competency, the belief that I can do it. Look for ways to help your child practice self-control. There are many daily moments when you can teach your child this skill. For example, games that require turn-taking are great for practicing how to wait and share. Rolling a ball back and forth is an example. This game gives children the chance to wait and control their impulse to grab the ball. Or try acting out a story. Pretend play offers many chances to wait, take turns, and negotiate as children decide how the story will unfold. Another idea is playing sharing music, where each of you chooses an instrument to play and set an egg timer for 1 minute. When the timer goes off, switch instruments and set the timer again,